you're a man watching this, don't marry this woman. She's basically telling you she's selfish. She's telling you she's a narcissist. Everything she says is about me, 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 me. Even if you're single, you don't have to make your whole day revolve around you. You don't have to. You can get up in the morning, you can go help others, you can do other things. You can say, now that I have free time as a single woman, I can go dedicate time to the church. I can sing, I can do this, I can help people find God. That particular woman that you just looked at is a selfish bitch and should not marry her. That's my, hey, wait.
Yeah, she said it, so I'm gonna say it too. She's a selfish bitch.
What's good, YouTube man? It's your boy Kick running back with another video. Oh, yeah. God dang, man. Listen, bro, we got a special guest in the building. Yeah, ain't right. Today, we got another video for y'all, man. If y'all already ain't been aware of what this channel about, I suggest you go check out the last couple of videos we done posted. But today, man, we got a special banger for y'all, bro. Today, we're gonna be reacting to Candace Owens calls out childless woman who shames mothers. First of all, how can you be childless and shaming mothers? That don't even make sense, first of all. Because why are you shaming mothers for what? What can you possibly shame somebody that chose to have a baby for? What can you say? I can't even think of nothing that, oh, you got a baby, you ain't really, you can't be free, you can't travel like you want to, you ain't got no freedom. Like,
I'm curious what she's actually about to say.
So we're about to find out, bro. We're gonna get into this video. So if you're new to the channel, man, go and smash the subscribe button and let's get into it.
10:45 a.m. on a Saturday. I'm 29 and single and I don't have kids yet. Here's what your Saturday morning looks like when you're single at 29 and you don't have a kid running around the house. I didn't rise from my bed until 10:15. Every time I thought, I should probably get up and do something. I thought, why? Nobody's making me. I'm not missing out on anything. I went to Beyonce last night and I didn't get home until 1 a.m. and I danced and drank my little heart out and I didn't pay a babysitter to watch my kids as I did that. And I woke up a tad hungover this morning, which is probably why I was in bed for so long. And I was just scrolling on my phone and I saw a picture of shakshuka and I thought, you know what sounds really good? Maybe I'm gonna learn how to make shakshuka today. Because I have no plans and I don't have kids and I don't have a husband and I don't have errands to run. I can go to the grocery store and learn how to make shakshuka. But that's on my agenda today. Also on my agenda, probably a rewatch of some Real Housewives of New York. I'm also doing a rewatch of Normal People on Hulu, which is really spicy and I highly recommend. Weirdly, I'm into this documentary on Netflix about blue zone countries. So I've got a pretty stacked day. Anyway, I say all this to say, whenever I'm hard on myself about why I'm not married and I don't have kids, and I should be further along at 29, almost 30, I wouldn't want to do anything else this Saturday. And I know that you can do all these things when you have kids and you're married, and I understand, but the effortlessness and ease of my life, just kind of focusing on myself and the shakshuka I want to make or the Beyonce concert I want to go to really pays off when I'm hard on myself for not being where society tells me I should be in life.
I thought it was gonna be really...
How you feel about that?
It's two things. It's either she was being 100% sarcastic, because I was getting a feeling that like she joking around, like she's just playing, she's being sarcastic and shit, or that is the most depressing shit I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, mommy, bro, I ain't gonna count. If you actually, and I try to kind of rationalize why she's thinking the way she's thinking, you know what I'm saying? Shakshuka, I guess that's just something that you can look forward to mate. I guess a Beyonce concert is a fun thing to go to, cool. But it's like, is that it?
What the hell is shakshuka?
I don't know. The name sounds stupid. I don't even know what it is.
Every time she said it, I try to visualize some shit in my head. I don't even know,
like, is that it? Is it gonna come down to for the next couple years? You just wake up whenever you want to. You don't gotta worry about a kid. Like, every time I think about it, I always think about it as like this, bro. I mean, I don't really downplay people who don't, or females that don't want to have kids, but I'm like, you're ending your bloodline, bro. Like, there's nobody after you. Have no legacy. And for women, y'all got a specific time frame to have a kid. It gets worse. If you do have a kid past 30, it's a high risk pregnancy. Your child might not come out right, bro. But I'm like, yo,
I'm not gonna say that everybody should have kids, but not having kids or trying to like, you know, I don't know. Cause as a human being, you're supposed to naturally do like 2 different things and stuff. You're supposed to survive and reproduce.
That's what we're here for.
Yes, that's the whole point of getting horny and all this kind of stuff. That's the whole point of sex. That's the whole point of everything. So like, technically speaking, you're trying to reproduce. Humans just find ways to block that shit and stuff, like pulling out condoms, all that kind of crap. Like, but technically speaking and stuff, that's just reproduction stuff. That's the whole point, like sexual intercourse and everything. Like,
and you're 29. You ain't got that much time left. Like,
but I don't know though. I don't know if anybody else might think what I was thinking though. What if she was being sarcastic though? Cause it's like she was talking shit about it, like, I don't know, as she was saying it though, like, sure I should do these things and stuff, but no, blah blah blah, and yeah, it would be nice to actually, you know, do these things on a Saturday, but nope, I don't have any kids or a husband and stuff. I don't know, it was weird. I might have been the only one picked up on that shit and stuff, but I don't know.
I don't know, she was real passionate about shakshuka, whatever that goddamn word is.
Whatever that is.
Shakshuka.
It's gotta be a food or some shit.
Man, what in the world? Damn, I don't know. Let's see what, I wanna hear what Candace Owens think. What's she thinking?
Leave her going, shot.
So, why do you guys think that this video went kind of crazy viral, and what's the analysis here?
I mean, it went crazy viral because Matt Walsh tweeted it. Let's be real. That would have just gone into the ethosphere on TikTok and no one would have talked about it had he not picked that up and tweeted it.
What was Matt? I don't know if Matt Walsh was the first
he
person.
Was.
Oh, was
yeah.
he really? Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But I guess what's interesting to me is that this woman has actually even said, you know, she gives herself a hard time. She wants to be married. She wants to have children. So I don't think that it's right to demonize her and act like she's going to have a depressing life when she just hasn't found the right person, because clearly she wants those things and she's trying to make herself feel better and other people in that community feel better about not being that far along. Because like you said, you wanted people to settle down with the right person, take their time, figure out if that's the right person. So just because she's 29, you're saying that it's like too late for her and she's gonna be doing Xanax and drinking wine at night because she hasn't reached that point
I
yet?
didn't say that. That's not what my tweet said. That's not what my
You
tweet
said the future.
My thing is too, if you're 29 and you still single, you the problem. Like, on some real, like, you the problem. Because women got the opportunity to have any man approach them. I'm pretty sure that she has some very good candidates that came to her, or she has some very nice options that actually want to take her serious, but she not. I guarantee you, she is the problem, bro. And it's not a good look to be 29 and still single looking.
I know a lot of women, they end up in that situation because they try to focus on themselves.
And they think they got time.
Yeah.
You don't got time, bro. You
focus on themselves and stuff.
You hit that once thing you hit 3-0. Once you hit 3-0, bro, your chance to find a man that will actually take you serious, especially a man of high value that's in his prime, bro, he not looking at you. He not looking at you. I don't know. You 29 still single? Hey, you got one more year before that 3-0 hit, and then niggas look at you completely different, bro.
Future.
Yeah,
Right.
because she's obviously a narcissist, right? So like,
Why
the
would you
issue,
think
first
that?
and foremost, let's not pretend this is one video that she made. It's her brand on TikTok. It's her brand on social media. She talks
Okay, so
about
she
these
don't get
are this
sarcastic.
community known as dinks. We're happy and we're childless. She talks about how great it is to be childless. So she has developed she's a social media influencer that talks about childlessness. So let's not pretend this is one woman making a video who just said, oh, I had a great Saturday. There's absolutely no reason, if you had a great Saturday at 29 years old and you learned to make shashuka and you slept in at 11 until 11:15 or 10:15, whatever she said, that you need to bring up children. There's absolutely no reason. You just say, here's what I did today. I laid in all day. I did this, I did that. The fact that she has to correlate it to saying, and this somehow makes me better than people that have children, is the problem. She started, she literally goes on to talk about not having children. It wasn't necessary in this video. So it's not like people are just shaming single women on the internet. You could go on right now and talk about what you've done all day, and there's no reason to bring up, but having a child is not. She's actually doing the shaming, and now we're trying to pretend that she's the victim. She's not. She has a brand where she talks about childlessness, and she talks about leaning into selfishness and all the things that are amazing about not having children. Again, this is not the first video that she's produced. So the reason why, and if you're a man watching this, don't marry this woman. She's basically telling you she's selfish. She's telling you she's a narcissist. Everything she says is about me, 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 me. Even if you're single, you don't have to make your whole day revolve around you. You don't have to. You can get up in the morning, you can go help others, you can do other things. You can say, now that I have free time as a single woman, I can go dedicate time to the church. I can sing, I can do this, I can help people find God. That particular woman that you just looked at is a selfish bitch, and men should not marry her. That's my... Wait.
Yeah, she said it, so I'm gonna say it too. She's a selfish bitch.
Hey, if Candace Owens said it, hey man, she a selfish bitch. That's what it is, bro. You selfish. Hey, it is what it is.
Personal opinion.
You wanted to come in really quick?
Yes, I wanted to answer your question real quick as to, you said why it went viral. I
Sure.
think it went viral because it's like, nowadays, it's like, it's relatable in our day and age. You know what I mean? Like 22, 23 years old. I don't know how old this girl is, but like 29 or whatever. But in my day and age, like it's relatable to be like, haha, we don't got kids. Like, quote
You're
unquote,
22.
fuck them kids. You know what I mean? It's like,
I'm glad you're admitting that.
It's like that.
I'm glad
Like,
you're admitting that.
It's like a term that people use, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's just relatable.
honest.
Like, that's why it gets so many views, is what, to answer your question.
I think that's really honest of you to say that.
You wanted to come in? Go.
Fuck
Yeah.
them kids.
Yeah, no, I said
I'm
quote
just gonna-
unquote,
I was
that's
gonna-
what they say. you know
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
you're admitting that so that she's starting the fight. You're looking
And
at
it's a
people that are
trend,
moms.
that are
Like, I don't,
trending. It's a trend.
when I'm with my kids,
Fuck them
right,
kids
I don't
is
post
definitely a
videos and say
My
F them
stepdad
single
said that
chicks
to
with
us all
no
the
kids.
time.
Right.
Yeah,
She
people be
did-
saying it for like jokey jokes. And they're like, hey man, F them kids, bro. Like, come on, let's go out chill, man. It is definitely something.
I'm not even gonna lie though. That shit is depressing as fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like the whole thing that they trying to preach and this, that, no kids, and then women trying to act like, oh, I'd rather not have kids and this, that, but that shit's depressing because of how much they're pretending like a motherfucker stuff. I'm pretty sure deep inside they do want kids, but for whatever reason they just can't have them. Or a dude doesn't want to give it to them and stuff.
And even if they claim and really believe deep down in their spirit that they truly don't want kids, when time catches up to them, when at age 35,
Yeah.
40 years old, and you are just chilling around, you with all your friends in a relationship, you still single with no kids, you looking at your friends and their kids and their grandkids, and they got their bloodline to continue with, and while you just sitting there, no more bloodline for you, no more.
Listen, even worse than that though, when you become an old person in your life, I'm not gonna say your life is like over or whatever, but a lot of older people, they continue on their happiness through their grandkids and their kids and looking at their bloodline kind of continue and stuff. When you're old, you're gonna be lonely as shit. Like you're not gonna have nothing to look back on, look down on, or anything. So that's gonna suck. And another thing women gotta go ahead and take consideration of is some of them don't have kids. Is not even a brag because you gotta realize that some dudes don't want to give you kids. I've been in plenty of situations where I had to be extra careful with with a girl or whatever because I did not want her in my life forever. Like,
oh yeah, you put a kid and you put a baby in it.
Put your best pull-out game or whatever stuff. For whatever reason, it could be anything. So I dealt with girls and stuff where I did something with them, but I had to sit there and look and be like, I can't have my kid looking like her. Like I can't risk that and stuff.
Or so
she can't be in my life forever and stuff. Like hell no. Like
or some things about her, you realize like I can't. We're not a good look. I can't.
Yeah. This is not a good thing and stuff. But I do want to, I do want to fuck or whatever. But I just don't want you here forever. Like, so yeah, that's not actually a brag for real. Like, it's not really a brag. It's just you aren't worthy. No one wants you as their baby. Like, I'm not even say baby mother, but just the mother of their child. Like,
yeah, and the niggas that do put a baby in, you stupid. Saying that nigga that put a baby in Sexy Red. Stupid.
Yeah,
y'all stupid.
He's bugging out.
2 baby daddies? Stupid. Both of y'all stupid, bro. I don't know what y'all got going on, bro.
Kids.
Right.
I don't post videos and say F them single chicks with no kids.
Right.
She did the baiting, okay, and we responded. That's it.
I don't know.
Like, it's the
New
first thing
trend
I was
type
gonna
thing.
say.
Hold on, let's just let Essie go ahead.
The first thing I
Right.
noticed about the video was that she was putting people with kids down. It'd be fine if she was talking about how her day was and wording it differently, but it seemed like almost immediately from the beginning of the video that she was belittling people with kids, which I think is like the part of the problem.
Pixie, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think this is like up to interpretation because personally when I saw that video, my interpretation was like, oh, she's putting herself down because she's saying like, oh, when I tell myself, why am I not further along in life? It's okay because at least I'm enjoying these things. So I could definitely see, like, depending on how you're looking at it or if you have further context, why you would think she's putting kids down. But when I saw that video by itself, I was thinking, like, people are kind of going a little bit overboard in the sense that she says she's being harsh on herself. She doesn't have children, and these are just the things that have made her happy today. And I don't think that by itself, without additional context, is inherently wrong.
But they talked about her whole entire platform, so there was no reason for her to even say that. She has a platform promoting
I mean,
that
I
stuff.
don't know the background of what other types
Yeah, I
of
was pointless even
content
saying that.
and messaging she puts out, but just from that video alone, I don't think she ever, to me, I never got the impression she was shaming people that did. That women that were married had kids, it felt like she felt bad that she wasn't already there and she was just trying to be optimistic about it. And so I think it sounded more like her content was about making women who are childless and not married yet and are approaching the end of their reproductive years to like look on the bright side. But I really, and all my friends know I'm like so eager and ready for like marriage and kids, but I really honestly just didn't get that impression from that video alone that she was in any way.
So when she was talking about, I got to go to a Beyonce concert and I didn't have to pay for a babysitter, you don't think that was a little?
It's so
that was
obviously selfish of her to say that.
Yeah, she was being selfish
and she's
she was
saying that.
being rude. And if it was flipped and a conservative woman with children said the opposite of that to single women,
It would blow up.
It would blow up, and they would say, "How rude of you! Why are you even mentioning single women? Just say you had a good day with your kids. That's fine. If I say I woke up, went to the park with my kids, did that, okay." Chill. Why are you correlating it to children? It doesn't make any sense. So, and like I said, she's produced more content, so that the context is important. She's leaned into this as a brand and as an influencer. So, then you're going to expect the people that influence people to have families to respond. Matt Walsh being among them, me being among them, and I would like to again warn men against marrying a woman who holds those sorts of perspectives, because she's ultimately just selfish. Like I said, you can have a day and you can be single. You don't have to dedicate your whole day to me, narcissist, me, here's what I did for me. It's just not a woman that you want to marry, full stop. For leaving the kids totally separate from it, I wouldn't marry a woman like that.
Go ahead.
And all I'm saying is like, it's sad, but it's crazy that like it's a trend. You know what I mean? Like that's why they're getting so many views on TikTok or Instagram or whatever they're posting these things on. It's like, it's a trend. And it's crazy.
Just a show of hands, who here wants to have kids one day?
More, yeah. It's my third, but
Besides Candace, does anyone here have kids? You got kids? How many?
Yeah. I have a son. He's 21.
Okay, gotcha.
He's perfect, and I'm good.
Okay.
But one thing I noticed, a trend, like, I agree that it's a trend, and she's doing that to brand herself and go viral and get a lot of attention and maybe monetize that. When I talk with other girls and they're younger, and I'll say, are you married? Are you planning on having children? Sometimes that's a hot button for them. And it's maybe perhaps, these kind of trends are like it's a rebellious thing, because sometimes it's expected for people to get married out of the gate and have children and that kind of traditional lifestyle. If it's an expectation that parents have that they put on their children, and younger generations aren't having it, especially these days when it's so hard it's so expensive, people are having to work a lot, that's just one thing I've noticed. A little pushback on that question, even when I ask it. And I love children.
Gotcha. And I don't recall if you had a response to Candace or...
I mean, I was just going to say the opposite content does exist, and I would say that it's more prevalent, and usually there's more of it than there is the opposite. And whatever community she wants to represent, I think that somebody that is single, and obviously, like I said, she closed out the video saying, I know that women that are married and have children can do all of these things as well, but this is what makes me feel better because I'm not that far along. And I think if she's giving comfort and solace to women that want to be in that position and aren't quite there yet, whether you took it that way or not, I think that...
Hold up. She got a cross on her, but her shirt say "Made in Hell."
I don't know, man. I don't like her anyway and stuff.
I'm looking. I'm like, oh look, you wearing a cross.
She's one of those girls who just grab onto a point and be like, all right, let me hold on to my point and ignore everything else that people say and stuff, just so I can maintain my point. And then when it's her turn to come, she just shoves that shit out there and disregard everything that's been thrown at her even before. When some of them kind of counter a lot of the shit she about to say anyway.
Okay, females like that, I call them bots, bro. They a bot. They can't think for themselves, bro. That too. I mean, hey, that's another way to put it. But I just saw the cross and I saw the shirt and I was like, "Made in Hell," but you wearing a cross. I'm like, yo,
her, you can already kind of tell the kind of girl that she is and stuff. A lot of girls like nowadays coming up, they badge into their heads that, you know what, I'm a girl, I'm strong, this is what I'm gonna do no matter what and stuff. She has a strong mindset because she developed that shit over time, and it all bases off of hate. It all bases off of hate and hurt and stuff. Somebody hurt her back then, and then she got educated by someone else who was also hurt and shit, and she decided to listen to that person and build up this strong ass will. Yep. The one thing that girls have nowadays and shit is a strong ass like will. Like the mindset that they have, they hold on to that shit no matter what and stuff. No matter how stupid it sounds, no matter what. Like they will sit there and single women want other women to be single. I promise you and stuff. No single woman wants to be single by herself. She wants other women to be single with her and shit. So of course, like, she's a single woman. She's gonna preach single womanness to other single women and stuff. A single woman preach that shit to her. That's what they're trying to promote this shit and stuff.
Misery loves company.
Yeah, most definitely. It's perfect.
Even in my personal life, bro, I'm dealing with a girl, or I'm dealing with a girl right now, bro, and she got her friend. I already knew the type of relationship that she was getting in from the get-go, bro. I saw the nigga she was dealing with, and I already knew, I was like, this nigga ain't got no type of frame. The girl I'm talking to, I told her, I said, your friend is gonna run all over that man. Next thing you know, a couple weeks later, bro, her friend hit her up talking about something. Yeah, I'm about to chill with this dude, about to drink. The dude ain't even, bro, if you let your girl chill with another man and drink, whether or not, she didn't even include to do that first, bruh. He still ended up being a part of their crew. But I'm like, bro, I'm not even chilling with you, chilling with another dude drinking. Like, I ain't even split no business like that. But all I'm saying is, bro, single women keep women single, and there's a lot of hate and envy that goes on with a lot of people that look at other people in relationships, and they kind of want what they got, but they know that the only way they keep their friend with them, to keep that lifestyle that they've been trying to live, to keep that, I'm gonna call it the whole lifestyle, I ain't gonna cap, because a lot of it really pertains to just being a hoe, if I'm being 1,000 with you. And I hate to put it like that, but I mean, you gotta just call it what it is. Sometimes if you're really going out all the time drinking, talking to guys and doing all this extra stuff, at the end of the day, bro, people gonna view a certain way. You gotta be conscious of how you be perceived in this life. But hey, man, a lot of women, they hive-minded. They take an idea, they run with it, and you could be the most logical person in the world. Give them straight fact after fact after fact. And just like that one girl right here with the goddamn bangs, she gonna ask for a source, or she's gonna be like, where did you get that from? And she's gonna do everything in her power to deny it because she just don't want to accept it as truth.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's some ignorant shit to do, because she clearly stated about how she has a whole platform, like all her videos are about that shit. And even I said before, that video alone, you know, that's just real questionable and shit. But if she has multiple videos like that, she has a whole platform, yeah, she's promoting it, then that's what she's promoting.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah.
Hey, I mean,
I thought it was sarcasm at first, but then she has a whole platform about this shit. Every video is not gonna be sarcasm with her. Like, she's promoting that shit. She's a single woman who wants other women to be single and shit.
And part of the problem. And like that's the whole agenda right now. Just keeping people single, keeping people doing all of this degenerate stuff.
And antagonizing men and stuff. Like that's what you call a hurt female stuff. Some men broke their hearts before a long time ago and stuff. And the stupid part is some of these girls got their hearts broke in high school or some shit like that. And they just held on to it for all these years because they're hurt. And now they have to take it out on every man out there and stuff. And for order for them to successfully do that, they got to get other women on board with this kind of mindset and this kind of shit and stuff.
It's a sad world we live in, man.
Right.
It's a sad world.
But that's okay.
I don't think anything that she did in there was meant to be charitable. It was all about her. So, I mean, just a different interpretation, but I'm just happy that you were honest and admitted that it is becoming trendy to put down women. Yeah, but by the way, speaking to what you were saying about it being an act of rebellion, I used to be a feminist. If you had found me, you're 22, right? Found me at 22, I would have probably had the same perspectives as you about family. It is something different, and you will realize that when it's someone that's 29 years old and saying that, it's not the same intention. It's not, I'm young, I'm free, I'm wild, and I think I'm gonna live forever. Mm-hmm. What she's doing is something different. And also, just recently today, actually, Emma.
That's what makes it depressing.
Came out with a quote about, I think getting divorced before you're 30 is chic. That's something else. And that a woman at 22, a woman at 29 saying something that is appropriate when you're at 21 or 22, It's a little different, and she knew what she was doing. It was intentional. And like I said, if you look into her content, this is not some innocent woman that was posting just to boost herself up on the internet. She's trying to get clicks, she's trying to get views, and she got them, for better or for worse.
Even then,
Shopify's point of sale.
just thinking about that alone, do you really want to sell yourself out for clicks, bro? Like, if somebody told me to make a type of video, but I had to do something gay, but it'll get views, that's not even my character. Is that something I really want to do? Is views really that worth it nowadays? And I heard clout is a drug, but I'm like, you don't have to lose your whole identity just trying to be somebody you ain't for real.
But fuck losing your identity and stuff. Fuck your whole future up and shit. Like that's a depressing life then, but it's just gonna grow and become even more depressing stuff. That shit is sad as hell. So I feel bad for her, honestly, and stuff. And that's some sad ass shit.
Like I said, I feel bad for the type of men that I can't even feel bad for men because you know, it's always gonna be some type of man, some type of sucker, some type of dude that don't know himself, know his value, that's going to try to take her serious. And then he gonna end up getting burnt down the line when he probably end up getting divorced because she's selfish already. She already got this mindset at 29. You really think women gonna change that much when they are like, you already got your mindset developed. Women in past, you know what I'm saying, an impressionable age, you stuck in your ways at that point. You ain't changing for no man. You want men to change for you at that point. So I think it's a very dark hole to go down. I don't think the future's gonna be bright for people that with her mindset. I'm just gonna be mad with you.
Oh yeah, nah, fuck no. Being old anyway and stuff like that's and by yourself, that's gotta suck, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. No grandkids, no nothing. Nobody loves you. It's just you. And the older you get and you don't have no like younger, like, you know, the younger generation and stuff, you become very forgettable and stuff. And imagine just existing in the world to where you're just forgotten. Imagine being 55 years old, sitting in your living room or sitting on the porch. You know, old people like sitting on the porch. You get to that age, you sit on the porch, it's just fun. How you sitting on the porch, just thinking and reflecting on your life and realizing you could have made a decision to have a child to actually be able to look at in your yard, playing around with your friends' kids, but instead you're sitting there by yourself lonely, just existing at this point. You don't know, you done did everything you want to do, you done had your fun, nothing you do has any type of meaning or fulfills you the way that a child probably would, and you're just sitting there. I just don't see how that can be a fulfilling life. I don't see it being you being happy for real. I don't know. Girls, listen, man. Don't wait, bro. Don't wait till it's too late, man. You gotta find that amount of time to find the man of your dreams, and if you waste your value at a young age, don't let miserable women influence y'all. Like that too. Don't let them. They're fucking y'all up. Like, I have higher potential than a lot of these other girls. I mean, a lot of these other previous women and shit. But y'all decided to just go down that same path as them when you could have just chose a whole entire way better path. And I know y'all got this mindset about fuck man and all that, y'all need man, but I'm telling y'all right now, men like us will tell you exactly what men actually want, what we desire, what we actually want in our woman. But y'all gotta understand, bro, y'all gotta get out of y'all ways. Y'all stuck in y'all ways, and some of y'all just too stubborn to change for a man. It ain't nothing wrong to change for a man, especially if it's the right man, but you gotta understand, y'all, everything ain't always about you. Yeah. It ain't always about you, bro. Anyway, man, with that being said though, we got more videos coming for y'all, bro. If y'all like that video, man, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. This is all about the side of common sense, bro. It's just about being truthful, being honest, and we just here to give our point of views and give our opinions on things. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all follow my boy on Instagram, bro. Everything in the description, bro. We got more videos coming for y'all. Hit the subscribe button, and we out of there. Insomnia. Man, I think I got insomnia. Insomnia. Man, I think I got insomnia. Man, I think